All right. Nice showing from position. Show respect. Step it out. This is your time to breathe. Please take it. I'll cue you for the last 2 breaths, but take a couple on your own before we really begin. All right, into your nose and out, and into your nose and out, and up. Very good. All right, let's again just get our bodies moving. I'm just gonna have you guys warm up actually kind of quickly today because some of you just want to get your quick cardio going, or you've done some exercises at home. I know I did a workout in my bedroom this morning. Depending on where my girlfriend is, I rotate where my workouts go. Okay, but let's just hit a couple exercises quickly together. All right, 25 jumping jacks. All right, on your own, 25. I'm gonna do it with you guys. Go. You want to always alter your exercise. I always say that. Please do. You want to do a different kind of jumping jack? Please do that. Of course, when I start talking about into push-ups, we're just going to get a couple quick rounds. I'm not going to do a ton of exercises like that, like rounds like we did yesterday. But go into your push-ups any kind that you want today. Okay, go.
Push-ups.
If you need to do some on your toes, then drop to your knees. If you need to change your push-up, if you only need to do 5, whatever you need to do, hit those exercises, okay? Cool. On your back, crunches, leg lifts, water pumps, whatever you want. 25.
Which ones?
Squats when you're done. I'm just doing some more basic exercises today. We'll get moving. Just when you go from one exercise to the next, let that be your cardio. Okay? Boom. Keep your body moving the whole time. I see you guys. I see you. Keep moving. Keep your back straight as low as you can. Nice, you guys. Keep your heads up, eyes up. Oh, I love seeing you guys move. Good. Keep going. Boom. 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 Drop down. Good. Go into calf raises. Up, 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 up. And your last round will be any exercise you like to do. So when you're done with those 25 calf raises, go into something that you enjoy doing. Maybe it's today you enjoy, you need to work out your core a little bit more, your arms, whatever it is. 25, last one. Like I said, quick little warm up today. We'll get moving. 25, whatever you want. Hit it, go. Yeah, you want to do some skaters. You want to do some more push-ups. I see core side to side. I see leg lifts. I see some kicks. Some of you guys are on the floor because I saw you and now you're exercising, which is awesome. You're doing crunches or whatever that is, you guys. Planks. Oh, I see hip dips. Awesome, you guys. Good choices all around. Good. If you're done with your exercise, take about just a few seconds to stretch it out till everyone's done. And run this a little bit like always, like we do our classes in the dojo. So come back up to your feet. Yeah. Nice, 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 nice. All right, all the way up. Good. Up on your feet. We'll stretch it out real quick, all the way up. Boom. I like, guys, stretch. This feels so good in your side body when you're doing it. All the way up. Bending your back. All the way down. Boom. Now we're going to do just that about 2 more times. And each time you go down, try to get your palms flatter on the floor. You can have a soft bend in your knees. Let your head hang. Okay, all the way up. Roll, 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 all the way. Your hands up to the sky. Boom. Grab it. Grab it. You want to put your hands together as you roll down. Cool. All the way down. Let your head hang. Get closer to the floor. Breathe. Breathe into that. Good. All the way up. Good. Last one. All the way up. Reach up to the sky. Expand your side body. And down last time. Grab where you are, back to your calf muscles, and pull yourself down. Let your head hang a little bit. You want to clasp your hands, pull yourself down. Good. And roll up. Good. Let's open this up, hands up on your hips. Okay. We're just going to roll. Boom. Roll out. Good, other way. Good, knees. Breathe. Other direction. You want to do one at a time. And the other one, both ways. Cool. Ankle. Ball your foot there. Boom. Good, wrist. Boom. Boom. Shake it out. All right. Let's get you guys moving, okay? Molly, you were asking for some cover drills. So let's do it. Everyone jump into a left neutral bow. All right. I am going to watch you guys and call out a whole bunch of different covers and foot maneuvers and footsteps just like we do in the dojo. Okay. So I'm going to call out a whole bunch of stuff. The direction you are facing right now is your 12 o'clock. Okay. So figure that out for a second. Where you're facing is 12. Figure out where your 3 is. Figure out where your 9, where your 6. Some of you are in a living room, a kitchen, a bedroom, a hallway, wherever you are. I know not many people are outside with the rain today. That's fine. Okay. But let's see how you guys can adapt into this drill real quick, because this is obviously something that we do in the dojo. The thing I want to encourage you guys to do is use your eyes first. Okay, look at the direction you're going to turn, right? Look at the direction where you're going to go. Everyone put your guard up, so we'll just stick to our footwork first. Okay, let's go. Cover to 6. Good, to 9. And if you make a mistake, no one's watching. Cover to 3. Good. Make sure you guys are turning your head. Look first. Then step. It'll help you remember which way to step and which shoulder to look over. Back to 12. Good. Jump switch. Back to 6. 3. 9. 12. Good. So everyone should be in their right neutral bow facing 12 right now. Good. If you need to adjust in your space, do it. Absolutely. I totally understand. Jump switch. Good. Step through forward. Good. Step through reverse. Good. Wherever you are, left neutral bow. If you need to make an adjustment, you should be in a left neutral bow facing back towards 12. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay. Jump switch. Jump switch. Good. Cover to 6. Good. Step through reverse. Step through reverse. Good. Cover to 9. Some of you are going, wait, which way is 9? Cover to 3. Good. Shake it out for a second. Face me. Just shake out your whole body. We're going to start again. Some of you guys, and I'm not going to call you out right now. Some of you guys are facing opposite directions, all right, than where we are. Absolutely okay. This is not an easy drill. It's like when we're in the dojo and we're saying, okay, now let's do your forms. Everyone face the mirror. And you guys hit your form perfectly. And they're like, okay, turn around. Do your form facing the lobby at 6 o'clock. And we have 3 people facing different directions when you finish. Not an easy drill, right? So we're going right into our cover drill. Same thing. I'm trying to hit where we are. Okay, so everyone jump back, please, into your left neutral bow. Facing me, facing 12. Facing wherever your camera is starting at. Good, so everyone's left leg is in front. Yeah, there we go. Good, okay, I see you all. You're ready to go. All right, let's cover to 6. 9. 3. Step through reverse. Cover to 6. 12. Nice, you guys. Now you're on it. Step through forward. Cover to 6. Forward switch. Step through forward with a punch. Good. Step through reverse with an outward block. Cover to 12 with an upward block. Cover to 9 with a downward block. Step through reverse with an upward block. Reverse switch with an inward block. Cover to 3 with an outward block. Nice. Step through reverse with an upward block. Cover to 12. Yeah, there we go. Good. All right. And everyone that I can see is in the proper position. Very nice. Very, very good. All right. Right from there. Okay. Jump switch. Faster. Stay lower to the ground. And some of you, if you're in an apartment building, I understand you don't want to slam your feet, shake your neighbors, right? So bend your knees, settle into that. Jump switch. Go. Good. Nice. Faster. That was good. Forward switch. Forward switch. Reverse switch. Reverse switch. Step drag forward.
What was that?
Sorry, that was step drag forward. Step drag reverse. Jump switch. Step drag forward. Step drag reverse. Push drag forward. Push drag reverse. Push drag reverse again. Push drag forward, push drag reverse. Boom, boom. Yeah, good. Again, forward and back. Go. Good. Jump switch. Good. Relax. You guys are unmuted on my end. You can unmute yourselves. Any questions right now on that? Step drags, covers, any kind of foot maneuvers that way. I wanted to, Molly, good thought for that.
I'm gonna expand some of this.
Cool.
Stuff.
Any questions before Sensei Donnie expands on some cover stuff, on cover drills? Or we didn't do all our foot maneuvers. I know some of you guys have a little less space to be doing your shuffle up and your crossovers. But if we're good to go, Sensei Donnie, they are all yours.
Cool. Okay. Can I?
You want to see everybody?
Yeah, just on the side there. Yeah, there you go. Cool. How's everybody doing?
Good, sir.
Good. So, listening to the drill, I want to again go deeper and into this these foot maneuvers and the cover steps. Again, taking this time for all of us to really explore the real fine detail in the stuff. What I mean by that is where is the weight being distributed? And I'm not talking about in big body parts like it's being distributed in my right leg. It's being distributed in my left leg. No. Is it on my big toe? Is it on my little toe? Is it on the ball of my foot? Is it on the heel of my foot? So for instance, I'm standing right now facing you all in a right neutral bow. And I want you guys to all get up if you're sitting, if you're gonna, unless you're sitting and just watching today and you're gonna get up later. But you can listen as long as you can hear my voice. That you're gonna get something from this. So let's all just get into a right neutral bow. From that right neutral bow, when I cover step, and I want everybody to do this with me. Where is my weight shifting? Cover. Okay, where am I feeling that step come from? And I mean, I'm talking as subtle as humanly possible. For me, it's the left ball of my the ball of my left foot. It's the ball of my left back foot. My weight shifts to the ball of the foot, and then my right foot steps. Okay? So let's do that a couple times just to really take the time in your apartment, in your house, wherever you're studying right now, and just do that. Let's go 4 times. Just cover with the right leg, cover. Don't even pivot out of it yet. See where that activation of weight takes place. Cover. You see how my left heel is coming up slightly. Okay? So, we just did that about 4 times. Now we're going to do the rotation, the pivot. So we're going to step, and now I want everybody without my answer to just cover. Cover to 6. Okay, let's do that again. From this position. Now we've already come up with, at least for me, and I'm going to ask you guys if you have any differences here. But for me, my left leg engages my body's mass for the brief moment of time for the step on the ball of the left foot. And then when I pivot on the balls of the right and the left foot. Okay? I use the ball of the foot on both feet to pivot, and then I allow my heels, when my foot steps, my heels click. They click down. That is what settling is. So when I use the term during our classes, settling, that little slight bit of sinking in to the heels and starting to redistribute the weight from the balls of the foot evenly back into the heels, that is when we can use the term settling into your stance. You can do this simply, and let's all try this together. From a neutral stance, step forward. And let's go back to your horse again. Right or left leg, maybe try both. I'm going to do my right leg right now. Step forward. Let's do that one more time and really think about where is the weight being distributed. Step forward. Okay, so for me, when I step forward, I step onto the ball of my foot. I step and then I settle. The ball of my foot hits and then the heels click into place and they settle. Your body should lose about 1/4 of its height, 1/4 of an inch of height when you settle. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But when I step, I settle. I drop in, I engage my knees. So let me ask you this. And you guys, this is for everybody to talk back to. What are you feeling? What are you feeling on the, you have to be barefoot, by the way. I hope everybody's barefoot for this. Shoes are not going to be nearly as effective in this lesson. So if you have your shoes on, take them on. But what are you feeling? Real specific. Somebody who can break it down for me specifically. What are you feeling on the bottom of your feet? And break down the engagement.
You guys
Anybody?
might have to unmute yourself to talk out. You're unmuted on our end.
Yeah, you're unmuted on our end. You're going to have to unmute on your end.
I feel like my rear foot, there's an option. I can either move forward with the heel planted or pushing off of the ball of my foot with the rear. Which do you prefer?
And are you talking about, Chris, when I'm stepping forward?
Yeah, your weight, it feels like it can either be on the ball or the heel.
And I see where you're feeling the heel there, because I just felt it as well. I engage, I think, for a split second onto the heel, and then I roll onto the ball, it starts the inertia.
And then for the cover step, if you're in a neutral bow, do you stay your rear foot at the 45, or are you twisting as you move?
If I do it full speed, Chris, I step pivot. Step pivot. I don't stay at the 45 and then pivot then, because that would tweak my knee. From here, I begin to pivot with the step. Boom.
Okay, that's my instinct. I wasn't sure if that's what you were doing when you were breaking it down.
Say that again.
That's my instinct to do it, but I wasn't sure if that's what you were doing when you were breaking it down.
Yeah, and when we break this stuff down, one danger is we can get too deep, and then all of a sudden we can mess ourselves up. There's a fine line between exploring this together. So just be careful, all of you. We can explore this together and come up with these answers, but remember also to just rely on what the body wants to do and how it feels when it's doing it. Right? Because your body's going to tell you a lot of the answers are just going to come from just the way the human anatomy works and how we walk and we move. So let's go back to some of these other drills. So did anybody else have anything to say other than Chris? I heard somebody else's voice. Was that you, Andrea?
It was. I was just going to say that it always feels like the movement happens with the ball of the foot, and whenever it clicks in, it's when the heel settles.
That is pretty much the base of all motion in Kempo. And we're going to break the rules a couple times during this little conversation we're having today. But pretty much, I'd say 90% of the time, if not more, you're going to be pretty much pivoting and turning into angles and directions. Directions will always be turned usually on the ball of the foot.
Yeah.
And then you're settling exactly what you said is going to be the heel clicking in. I think what most Kempoists, young Kempoists, and I'm not saying young in age, but in belt rank, a lot of the beginner Kempoists or newer martial artists, they don't have a problem pivoting on the ball of the foot, because that's pretty much what we start as a kid. It's the settling that people get confused about. How do we settle? How do we sink in? I wanted to say one more thing about when I step and I settle, regardless if I'm covering and settling, or I'm stepping forward and settling, or I'm stepping back and settling. When I settle, something happens in the balls of my feet. My toes also start to do this. They start to grab onto the mats and start to really, literally, in the old Shaolin days, we used to say our toes grab into the ground. In our horse stance, that's why I'm so big into, see this horse stance versus this horse stance? Subtle difference. A lot of people will do a lazy horse stance where those toes are facing out. But then as soon as you lift the heels up and you click them back down and then you push your knees outward, your feet, literally, you should feel them go, ha, and then the toes, they curl a little bit, and then they literally grab on to the ground. Even in this horse stance, though, I'm on the balls of my feet more than I am the heel. The balls of my feet are engaged so that like the weight pretty much is engaged in the front of my leg more than the back of my leg. It's a subtle difference, but I'm certainly not engaged on the heels when I sit into my horse. The only time I engage my heels is when I'm doing squats and I lift my toes up so that I'm protecting my lower back. But when I'm engaged in my horse stance, I'm engaged in the balls of my feet. So let's moving on. So we stepped forward with it. We cover step with it. Now let's step in reverse with it. So from this neutral stance, step and settle. It's a little different feeling because we're definitely, all of us should be definitely, engaging the body's mass first, the weight distribution onto the ball of the foot as I allow my body to fall back. The ball of the foot of the back leg catches, and then as I rotate, my body settles. Okay, whether I'm taking my left or my right leg. I step back along that railroad track. I catch the ball of the foot, and then my body settles. It's the same concept moving forward, just to make sure we're cohesive here with front and back motion. I step and settle. I step onto the ball of the foot and settle. It's different than walking. When I walk, I engage the heel first. It's heel and ball. But when I'm moving forward, it's ball and heel. Interesting, right? If I'm moving back, backward stepping, it's ball, heel. Ball, heel, ball, heel. When I walk forward, it's heel, ball, roll, right? But when I step forward, it's not heel, ball. It's ball, heel, settle. Stepping back though, ball, heel, settle. Ball, heel, settle. So, now let's create more of a lengthy drill here. We're going to step back one. Now I want you to draw your weight onto the back leg, drawing into a cat, through the cat stance, stepping all the way back to your transitional stage, which is your twist stance. This is a transition. And then we're going to lift the heel of the front leg up, and we're going to settle back down into our neutral bow. Now we're going to take that same motion with the left leg, drawing our weight back onto the right leg through the cat stance. Step back. Now we're in right forward twist. Ball of the foot is what we're pivoting on both feet, and click those heels down. And you see how perfectly aligned this action gives the toe and the heel. Perfect alignment. It gives to the toe and the heel alignment perfectly. One, lift the heel up and click it down. Boom, lift the heel up and click it down. Now moving forward with this action, we're going to go through a reverse cat as we step through onto the ball of the foot and then let the body settle and rotate. Okay, now watch what happens to the front leg when I move forward. Okay, and this kind of goes back to Chris's comment about the rotation. I pivot as I move. And actually, right before I move, this front leg starts to pivot. So the heel must slightly lift up so that when I pivot on the ball of the foot, I'm engaged and then I move forward. Now, looking from the side, really dissecting this material here today, my body's mass, my torso, the main weight of my human anatomy is all here, head to groin. It moves with that action, so I'm pushing off of the back leg onto the front leg. Now I'm engaged, so that allows the rotation, and then I continue the inertia as I step forward. What basic form in Kempo do we all practice, those of us who are above the rank of purple belt, blue belts and above? what part of or what form does that shows exactly what I just did? What form?
Long 2.
Long form 2. That's exactly what long form 2 is teaching us in that very weird ending part there. Everybody always struggles with them. What are we doing here? We're teaching the body how to engage the mass and step forward and attack. So when I'm doing the forward bow, my torso shifts, forward bow, it engages the mass and releases the mass, releases the floodgate, and then the blood happens. Boom, the inertia takes place. So when you're practicing anything in Kempo where you have to move forward, I can think of one technique right now, darting mace, right? In darting mace, we have a wrist grab. We pop the ricochet off the arm, boom, boom, pop the fist, pops out the arm down, forward bow. This is a great example, forward bow, of that engagement. Neutral through the cat, and then let the floodgate out with the heel palm. So, if there's anything that all of you are taking from this lesson, it's how to actually promote backup mass. Backing up your punches with your torso's weight. Yellow belts out there, white belts out there. Attacking mace. We block by stepping back, settling and blocking, engaging our right leg, shooting the punch. So it's a wave of weight and energy. Shooting the punch. And as that punch hits, I've already started the motion. I've already started the engagement. So I release by pivoting. And now instead of taking a step forward, I shoot the roundhouse kick with that inertia. So that engagement is used in a different format, in a different way for attacking mace. It's used to propel the kick, right? As I'm moving in, instead of moving forward with it, with a step, I'm moving in and I'm kicking with it, right? So understanding, again, that subtle human anatomical wave of energy, of its weight, it's not anything magical, and how to promote that within your motion, it all comes down to understanding the subtleties of weight distribution. The subtleties meaning where is it distributed? Heel, ball, both. Where's my posture? When I move, is my posture broken? Because that breaks the wave, that breaks that inertia. Or do I have good posture and I move forward with my body's mass? Does that make sense? Intact, aligned properly. Yeah? So let's go back. I'll open it up. That was a lot. Questions real quick? It's a lot from my nutty brain. Anybody? No? Did that make sense? That whole little breakdown? Yeah? Hopefully it helps. Some of you might be looking at me going, I knew all this. All right. That's what Molly's saying. Molly's standing in the string going, I could have taught this class. All right, check this. Hey, check this out. So when I step back, we're stepping on the ball of the foot and settling. I step back again, and then I re-engage the body's weight. When I step forward and I engage. I step forward and I engage. I'm basically moving on the balls of my feet, though. We still really haven't engaged much heel, unless we use Mr. Chris's breakdown, which was even more articulate and specific when it comes to, I did feel a little bit of my heel moving and engaging, and then I launched off of it, and then it went onto the ball of the foot. That happens. Sometimes I launch off of the heel, but then the ball of the foot gets engaged, and then I move forward. So let's now explore cover steps again. So let's all cover to 6 o'clock. Step and cover. Engage the balls of feet. Okay, now, let's take that left leg and just cover. That one should have felt interesting. So if I step forward and I cover, and then from a left neutral bow face at 6 o'clock, I cover again. Do you feel now that we're hyper aware of it? Are you guys feeling when you cover from a static stance, this way and this way? Are you feeling that heavy engagement onto the pivoting leg? Boom, pivoting leg, boom, pivoting leg, boom, pivoting leg, boom. So now I challenge you from this stance to try and tighten up that little piece of time, that little millisecond of time that it takes you to, in your brain, to link to the body's motion. It's saying engage and then step, engage and then step, engage and then step. See if you can tighten that up and step, 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 step. Try that for a second on your own. See if you can literally take out that one brief moment, just to, even if you can just shave a millimeter off of it, just a little piece of it. See if you can take some of that timing that it takes the brain to attach to the back leg of pivot. Because I know it's taking place in my brain. Right now I'm going, engage.
Probably would have done.
Unless I just don't think, and then I just boom, 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 boom. It's subtle. See if you guys can play with it for a couple seconds. See if you could just teach yourself something. Yeah, I see some people, Kelly, I think that's Kelly.
Where?
No, that's Sarah. I don't have my glass on. No, yeah, there's some people doing like short form 1. That's great. That's exactly, do it long form 1 or short form 2 or long form 2. All of these forms, just the footwork is perfect for this exercise for you all. Okay, so let's go back. Looking good, by the way. Folks, all I'm doing today, just like pretty much any day I step in and teach you guys, I'm feeding you ideas to keep you busy exploring this stuff on your own at home. The more you explore some of these little details that I'm feeding you through these internet sessions, the better you're going to get, and the more hopefully it translates into when we're back on the mats together. Because these are all little ideas to explore. Small, subtle ideas, yeah, and some of it's just sometimes, depending on your patience level, it's painstaking. But trust me on it, it will help you become a cleaner, crisper, more proficient Kempoist. So we're going to go deeper now. We're going to start facing our 3 o'clock together. Okay, so you're facing in a right neutral bow, your 3 o'clock. I'm facing my 3 o'clock. Now, I want you to now go in, let's all, even my beginner students who don't have this form, let's all go into short form 2. When I step with the left foot, I want you all to do this on your own. I step with the left foot, and I pivot to my left neutral bow facing 6 o'clock. So I'm taking my right neutral bow to 3 o'clock, I'm placing the left foot to 6 o'clock, and I'm pivoting in your left neutral bow to 6 o'clock. Do that a couple times, figure out where your body is distributing the weight, and then I want you to talk. I want you to get back to me. Nice, Chris. Nice, Bree. Okay, so let's open up the mics. Those of you who wanna participate and say something. Somebody tell me out of this group. Somebody tell me, break down what the weight distribution was from your right neutral bow, stepping into a twist stance, and then pivoting into a left neutral, from a right neutral bow, pivoting into a left neutral bow. Tell me about it.
You end up with a lot of weight on that the ball of that left foot when you do that twist stance. This is something I've been struggling with for a few months.
I'm going to help you right now. Somebody else?
Yeah.
So Mel, let me ask you this, since you're talking right now. When you step onto the ball of your left foot and you pivot, are you pivoting on the ball of both feet when you pivot? Are you stepping with your left foot back and then pivoting on the ball of the feet?
No, I don't think so. Because I did this with Mr. Huck a while back, where I think that pivot on the right foot is actually on your heel.
Good.
Right? Yeah. And that's really hard for me.
It takes some time.
I want to pivot on the ball.
Say it again, Chris.
But then if you pivot on the ball, the stance doesn't end up correct.
Like she was saying, I feel like I want to pivot on the ball on that. I put all the weight on the ball.
Yeah, me too.
So what happens when you guys pivot on the ball of the foot, though?
I'll do a horse stance.
Yeah. Is that
Yeah,
Kelly?
it makes me spin into yeah.
Yeah. So guys, that's exactly it. Your body wants to. Let's go back to this. Your body totally is telling you something. Because we just spent all this time talking about how important the ball of the foot was. So all of a sudden you're spinning on the ball, but then Kelly just pointed it out. If I'm here and I turn to you guys on the ball of my feet, which I can't anymore because I practice the right way too much. But if I do it this way and I turn on the ball, not only am I ending if I'm able to catch my balance into a side horse stance, but I'm also ending with a lot of centrifugal force pulled me off balance, right? Because I put all my trust on the front of my body, under the balls of my feet. So that turn inevitably will turn as your body is feeling that centrifugal force, trying to catch balance. You're on the balls of your feet, and it's just continuing pulling you forward. So, right back to what Melanie was explaining, she's been taught by Sensei Huck, by Mr. Huck, that she has to pivot on the heel of the foot in order to counterbalance that centrifugal force. So the left leg steps onto the ball of the foot, and notice how I align it pretty much with the heel or the middle of my right arch. So when I pivot, I lift the front leg's ball up and I pivot on the heel. Now I click down and I'm in a left neutral bow. So this step here, if you align the ball of the left leg in this particular situation, if you align it with the closer to the heel actually of your front leg, and you lift up the ball of the front leg and you click heel and ball down at the same time, okay, you end up with a counterbalance which will absolutely help you gain your balance back without getting pulled over by the turn. And you have a perfectly aligned left neutral bow out of it. Now, this isn't the only time we use a heel turn in our forms, by the way. So, to help Melani's problem, she feels like she's really struggling. Her body's fighting this, and she says, I'm really struggling with the balance. Here's the trick. When you move here, it's almost like I'm a corkscrew now. I'm moving, and I'm really centering my balance. I'm dropping, distributing my weight low. So when I turn, I'm settled. My muscles are absolutely engaged each time. Boom. You see how I'm exaggerating for you all, but you see how I'm pivoting on the heel. The heel becomes my center line. I have to post weight onto it in order to be able to spin without the centrifugal force pulling me. It's like you have to center into it, post into it, so when you spin, you can catch yourself, just like a dancer, right? When they do their pirouettes, their weight's not way up here, it's based down here, so that when they spin out of it, the centrifugal force doesn't catch them and pull them off balance, right? So, you guys didn't know you were going to take a dance class today. Left leg steps off the line, heel, ball. Now, I'll open it back up to questions, comments, concerns, because I'm gonna go into something else now. I'm gonna go into one other scenario for you today.
Sir, I was just thinking the same thing what you just said, that when I do spin, I notice that I do go down. I put my energy down because I have more control, especially in my hips, to control it, the whole thing. Yeah.
We have to be in control of our body's mass, and at all times. I mean, all the way to when we step and we spread. You can't spread from up here. You have to drop weight and then spread the leg. You know, kick the heel down, settle. I think one of the biggest themes of this class organically has become how to settle. How does our body in these stance transitions find new states of balance? Fresh states of balance. I might be balanced here, but am I going to be balanced here? Right? I may be balanced here, but am I going to be balanced there? You know, and if I'm off balance, can I catch it? Can I recover? Right? And the only way you're going to recover quickly, for instance, what's a technique that's early on in the sheet, so everybody can relate in the sheets? What's a technique that's constantly pulling you off balance? Constantly. Everybody struggles with it. Think about it. You have to always take that little adjustment step, and then you hear me yelling, put your right foot forward.
Massive aggression?
Dance of death?
5 swords?
No.
Dance of death?
Boom. Who said that?
Which one?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Dance of death.
That's Kelly, because that's my favorite.
Dance of death. It's a great example of states of balance and imbalance and how to actually recover. You have a transitional state in dance of death here. As you move, you hit that twist stance here, you're in a state of imbalance right here. Especially when you pop that chin up and you hammer them down to the ground. Their body's mass is pulling, no matter what, it's inevitable. But do you recover or do you go, ha, 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 right? Or when you rotate, are you able to go boom, step, and be just like this over them? Like this. Stance. That's why I practice all of these different ways to manipulate my body's balance and catch and recover through these transitions. That's why forms like short 2 and long 3 are so important. 2 of most people's least favorite forms, by the way, short 2 and long 3, because of the transitions. Long 3 is a beast when it comes to transitions. So those forms are the most important ones to explore for everyone. As important as short form 1, which is, I'd say, the godfather of all the forms. Yeah? So going into the next level, long form 3 for you all. Okay, a couple of little notes for that. When I'm in, let's see, where am I going to go? Right after I finish crossing talon and I go back to that horse, I'm facing 12 o'clock. Here is my 6 o'clock. I open up to this angle for thrusting wedge. So, with that being said, I know you all that have long form 3 have been taught this, but some people struggle with it still. And some people they don't struggle with it, but they still do this really big heel turn instead of trying to make it more subtle and heel step. The reason why I use the heel of the foot, and I teach you guys to use the heel of the foot when you turn to that angle from a flat stance like this, is because you are turning and you're forcing your body's mass, your backup mass, into that first stance of the forward ball, two-finger pose, thrusting leg. If I was to pivot on the ball of the foot, I'm already looking over the edge of the Grand Canyon. The inertia of that simple quarter turn there, if I was to pivot on the ball of the foot, would take me there and launch me into a state of imbalance. But if I turn and pivot on the heel of the foot, I've engaged a good chunk of my weight, my body's mass, onto the back of my body, onto the back of my stabilizers, which is my feet. So that brief moment in time that I engage that left heel, and then I allow the toes of that foot to perfectly point to the 45-degree angle, which would be my 730. That's like a door opening, and my right leg is now allowed in. Boom! And when my right leg steps in, it steps into an angled position, creating the forward bow, which is then used to release the elbow and then the tiger's claw, right? Because of the torque that's provided into that angled position. So another great example of heel forward bow. I go back to my position. Now let's go into the reverse part. I think somebody has a question. Is that more interesting?
Yeah, Kelly, go ahead.
I was just wondering, because I've been working on this one for a while, because after you finish crossing talon, I feel like your weight's pretty evenly distributed on the balls of your feet. So when you actually push off that left leg to go back to do thrusting wedge, I'm having a hard time to always plant that heel because I'm trying to, seam through the transitions and not make it so this is where I stop, this is where I pivot. So I'm still landing in the ball of my foot and then trying to transition to the heel. Do you have any suggestions?
Oh, I figured out. So the crossing talon takes place here.
Yeah.
I engage my weight onto my right leg as I shoot back to my horse, and then I immediately allow that pullback, Kelly, to engage the heel. And Kelly, I'm not going to lie to you. The only reason why that works for me over and over again is because I've practiced it 100 times. I promise you. I just had, that's why these forms are so important to practice thousands of times. Is because when I'm here, it took me a bit, took me a lot of repetition to go from this position here, engage back through my horse, and then open back up to that step there.
Yeah.
By doing that over and over and over again, Kelly, it's caused me to be a better mover. So if that's something that you're going to have to just keep working from the horse to the horse, open it up, forward bow. Just like you're going to have to go from this forward bow, pushing off of the front leg.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what's engaged. My back leg, the left leg's ball, the ball of the foot, is coming back to my horse to open back up with another heel, forward bow. Then I push back up, back to my position, and then I go into my next move.
Yeah. Cool. I just didn't know if I was alone in that problem.
What's that?
Excited to learn that.
Say it again, Monique.
I said I'm excited to learn that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's your next one.
It's a beast.
No, Kelly, you're not alone.
No, thanks, Armine.
What you say, Armine?
She's not alone.
I said she's not alone.
Not alone. Yeah.
You're
I tell you
not
what, everybody who's
alone.
working long form 3, do yourselves a huge favor. Take the upper body out of it. Go just do lower body transitions and footwork. Try that for a while and just work it in increments. Don't try to do the whole thing in one move. So, yeah. Cool. What time is it?
You're at 3:02 since.
Oh, cool. Well, you know, I hope this helped. I know these online lessons are challenging. I'm trying to do something a little different than a lot of other classes out there. We give you guys the workouts and we give you some of the basic drills and stuff. But I also like to take a few days out of every week and try to fine tune. It takes some patience. It's not as exciting as jumping up and down and punching and kicking and all that. But these are the kind of things that during this time, while we're stuck at home, we can really use this time wisely and try to get real specific. It's like trying to relearn how to cursive write, right? We want to really perfect or stencil or whatever you want to do. Just perfect those straight lines, perfect those beautiful circles, protect the transitions between circles and lines and circles, you know, and really, really start to evaluate where your weight is am I pivoting on the body? All of this stuff matters. Every single answer you can come up with for yourself will help you become a better martial artist, all the way down to the pinky. Every single piece, you know. When I do my short form 3, are my thumbs tucked for the spear? Or are they out here? That's what you should be working on during this at home time. You know, when I do long form 1 and I do my forward go punch, am I really cocking and pulling that other arm back, or is it here? Those are the things that you should be focusing on right now, folks. Am I a flasher? Do I flash my hands and then close them up a lot? You know, do I do jazz hands a lot? That is the stuff that you should be trying to fine tune. That's what's going to make you come back to the dojo in hopefully a few weeks or so, and we actually get this stuff, you know, looking better. Okay?
Yes.
Cool. Questions, comments, concerns, candy apples.
Oh, I have a question on the class that we did last week for the it was like the purple and blue stuff. I haven't seen that class up on YouTube. It was like April 1st.
Oh, Mel, we don't, because they're so conversational. Those are discussions.
Gotcha.
We decided that they were probably not as valuable online to people because it's very much who's in the room and we're engaging on whatever stuff they want.
Okay.
I guess we could start posting them if you guys want us to. Would you prefer? I mean, they're more like podcasts. Monique, you want us to?
Yeah. I was saying
hi to Kelly.
Oh. Sorry, Mel, what were you saying?
Sorry.
No, because I was in that class and like I'd asked a bunch of questions. And so I wanted to sort of go back to it and like review it.
Yeah. Oh, man, well, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was a little worried about that. I guess what we could do is like start to record them and file them, and then those of you who want, can we do that? We could go ahead and upload them from this day forward, and then have them on file for you. And if you wanted it, we could push it over to you and send it to you.
I mean, I would totally appreciate that. But
we'll do it. I'm sorry, Mel. It was just one of those things where we didn't know if it was actually valuable to post publicly like that, because you know, YouTube, people start watching and they're like, "What are these guys? What are these classes?" They don't understand that it's.
I mean, if I could get a copy of that class last week, I would love it.
That one we don't have.
Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't been recording them. So, but if you remember what all we were doing, those techniques, shoot me the email today.
Okay.
And I'll totally redo that conversation for you.
Okay, cool.
It gives me something to do. So.
Great, awesome.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mel. That makes me
no, that's fine.
But I will definitely help you through all those questions again. And just tell me what those techniques. We're getting to the purple sheet today. We actually recorded like 4 techniques yesterday and the 10-point blocking set. And I went home. I was really in a weird mood yesterday. I went home and I watched the videos. And shockingly enough, I just, let's just say I talk too much.
Oh.
I literally vomited way too much. And so I over-evaluated, I over-analyzed all the techniques. You guys would have hated me. I let Cass watch them last night. Every single one of our video clips that we did yesterday were 5 minutes and 30 seconds for one technique. And Cass looked at me during the first minute and she goes, "What are you talking about?" So we're going to redo them in the abridged version. I mean, I got really, really philosophical in my head yesterday. I was talking about God knows what. I don't know. I mean, you guys would have wanted to kill me. So anyway, I'll redo them today for you. I'm sorry. So we'll get you guys some new material. Please keep on sending us emails too, okay?
Sweet.
Sure.
Happy day, everybody. Here, we'll bow. Bow. Step out. Close. Loop. Happy Thursday it is.